Welcome to Be Adventures. I'm Bryce.
I'm Elise.
And today we are going to go over
The Disney World Magic app. And so this is super important if you're going to Disney World. We are going to Disney World in November with our family. And
super excited.
We are super excited. We haven't been in 10 years. And so quite a few things have changed since then. Such as being able to use the app for a lot of things. And when we first learned about this, obviously we were a little nervous. We hadn't used it before. So was my family. I mean, we've been going to Disney for a very long time. And so it was kind of intimidating a little bit. And so I sat down with my family and kind of went over the app and we explored it together. And some of the things can be a little confusing and some of them come really easily. So we thought it might be a good video.
Yeah, so we're going to do the same thing, do a screen capture of the phone, and unfortunately that means it's up and down and not full screen, but I'm going to let Elise take it away from here.
So to get started, we want to go to the App Store to make sure we have it downloaded. And so I have an Apple, so it might look a little different if you have an Android. But I'm going to go to the search and going to search Disney Magic app, I think. That's not the actual name of it, but it will pop up here in a second. So if you put in Disney, it will most likely come up. And so it is My Disney Experience right there, the very first one. I already have it on my phone, so it says open. But if you don't have it on your phone, it's just going to say download. And you're going to download it. It's completely free, so don't worry about being charged. And this is just what it will look like. And so I'm going to hit open, and this is what you will see when it first opens. It took me over to the very last tab, but I'm actually going to start on the home page. And so this is what the home page looks like. There's a lot of information. It's really easy to get overwhelmed on this page. Do not fear. It's just basically all the information you could possibly need on one page. And so what I really use it for is my reservation. So that is where we're staying in November. So you can see where that is. And then you also have the park hours, which is super helpful. You can go through, click through, but there's also a lot of different ways to find that as well. If you're joining a virtual queue, such as for Guardians of the Galaxy, you can also do that here. But we might make a completely different video for that because that is a whole other thing. But here are some just different activities. Again, nothing you have to know about, but some different activities that is happening, such as the 50th anniversary. We're going to be going during that. So I clicked into here just to see specific things that are for the 50th anniversary. So there's the fireworks, there's the kite tails. I picked on Magic Kingdom just to see specifically what the different experiences are that they're advertising. There's some different attractions they have below. If you're interested in anything, just click on it and then it'll show the different times, the different dates you're there. You can click on it, see the times that it's available, and you can add it to your calendar. It's not a reservation, it's just kind of there to remind you. So these are helpful, not necessary though, but I just wanted to kind of show if you were interested. And on any page, you'll just scroll up and you see the little arrow in the top left-hand corner, and you hit that and it'll always take you back to the home page. So let's start on the page I use the most. So this is the second tab in, and this is really your guide to everything. So we're going to start looking at the wait times. This is super helpful. I use this all the time when we're actually in the park, because if I want to go on a ride that is super popular, I want to see when I can go on it. When is it not an hour wait? So I clicked here on Little Mermaid. Right now it's a 30-minute wait. So I can click in and you can see right here the little bar graph. It'll show you the different times of day that it is most popular and less popular. So you can kind of plan your day around that. You can also check the different ages, what type of ride it is, what are the times it's open. Accessibility, it shows you if you can, what is accessible. And just different descriptions of the ride if you haven't been on it. Very helpful. And so I'm just scrolling around here and I can zoom in and zoom out. So then let's look at Haunted Mansion. So right now it looks like obviously it's going to be a little bit more busier during the middle of the day. So you might want to go on the other times. But very helpful. Honestly, if you want to get the rides, make sure you're checking this. So I also just hit show list, which was in the top right hand corner, and so you actually get a list of the rides. It had all of the rides, so I went to filter in the left hand corner and put Magic Kingdom because that's the park we're in today, supposedly. So we can click in there, check that out. Okay, so let's go to the people mover. So this is where it is. And so we can click back out again with that left hand corner. We can click back out. We can hit out again, and we can check rides that way as well. So either you can check it on the map or on the list. Both are super helpful. But again, you'll really want to check wait times, because if the ride you want to go to is 35 minutes, the other one is an hour, you want to go to 35. Also, another really great option is that you can get directions. So say we're at the People Mover all the way over in Tomorrowland, and I want to go to Big Thunder because there's only a 30-minute wait. How do I get there? Because sometimes these parks are really big. So I'm going to hit that in there, and it shows you exactly right there. You can either look it on the map, or this is actually written out so you know where to turn. And so that can also be super helpful. So either way, there is the written directions or the visual. And so that is another really helpful thing. And that is available like in every single park. So that is cool. All right, and to delete all filters, you can just hit reset, hit another park, and then hit go, and then you are in Hollywood Studios. And so if you need to change parks at any time, just always go up to that filter in the left-hand corner and hit that. And so again, looking at the times, so if it says a star, so that is temporarily closed right now. So you can see if different rides are closed or open. Again, Rock and Roller Coaster, exact same thing. You can look at the wait times. Again, this is one of the things we use the most because it helps us use our time wisely. All right, so now we're going back up to the categories up above, so that downward arrow, we hit that and just hit attractions. And so these are some of the things that might not necessarily have a time, but is still an attraction. So it might not have a wait time. You might not have to stand in line. So this is a different attraction. And so most of them will have the rides still and the wait times, but there's some other things that you might want to hit, especially like in Hollywood Studios. There's a lot of different shows and things that you can just hit attractions, and this is another way to look at that. And so you can see here, some of these attractions have some longer times. So again, we went up to that arrow, clicked down, went to characters. You can see when different characters are going to be in different areas. And so you can hit on them. So let's go see Kylo Ren. He's going to be in this area from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And you can do that in any of the parks. And so whenever you see that little symbol, so let's go see BB-8. Again, it's going to be in this area from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's not probably going to be there that entire time, but they're supposed to be in this area, so you'll probably see them. So especially if you want to see some certain characters, make sure you look at this and see the areas that they're going to be in the park, and make sure you see them. Okay, so let's go to dining. Dining is another thing that we use this app for a lot, and especially for planning, because we can look at menus and all of these type of things. So look at these symbols. If you see this symbol with the little phone with the little circle, that means you can mobile order it. And if you want to practice mobile ordering before you go, you can do that. So let's do it right here. So we're doing mobile order. Let's click our arrival window. So say you're there, I want it in 20 minutes. So you just hit that, and so we're looking. And so for us, I want to see all categories because we are gluten-free. So let's look at the allergy-friendly menu. And we're gluten-free, so we're going to hit on that top button right there. And that's going to open up everything that's gluten-free. And you can read the descriptions. And so a lot of these are gluten-friendly buns or different ingredients, and so you can look through there. I really wanted this grilled cheese, so I'm going to hit the potato barrels as the side, add to cart, and we're good to go. And so I can view my order. All right, that's my order right now. Wonderful. Okay, so now let's go back out. So I'm going to click that arrow again. I'm going to just scroll up, and you can see you can do different drinks. You can add different beverages, kids meals, and so you have access to all of these even before you go into the park, which is super helpful for planning, for budgeting. And you can also get used to mobile ordering because that is super helpful in the parks because there can be some really long lines. Alright, so don't see anything else we want. Let's just go view order. We're going to hit review order summary, and then this is the final page. And if I was actually there in the park, I would add in my credit card information and then would hit submit, and then my food would be ready to go. So let's back all the way out of this since we aren't actually in the park, we're just practicing. All right, so now let's go look at some other areas. So you can hit on any one of these, and if you're interested, you can just hit on the big words, the Oga's Cantina, and it'll bring up this page. And so you can look at the times, so you can see when, you know, the different menus that they're going to be having. And again, they have accessibility information. The things in Star Wars Land have a little bit more information just about reservations. And up here, there's, again, you can find it on the map, you can reserve your dining, and you can view the menu. So let's look at the menu. So this is all of the breakfast items. And so you can scroll through, again, see what you might like, see the ingredients. And not every single menu on the app is going to have an allergy-friendly menu. I will show that in a little bit. So you might just need to look through. That doesn't necessarily mean that they don't have allergy-friendly items. It might just not be on the app, and that's fine. You just always ask. Disney's really good about it. All right, so let's go look at Sci-Fi Diner. That is one of our favorite ones. And so some of the dining options, you'll have a walk-up list that you can join, but this one is full. But let's look at the menu here because I know they have an allergy-free one or an allergy-friendly one. So let's go to dinner, and I'm actually going to scroll all the way to the bottom. If you don't have any allergies, you can look at the entrees. They have some really great things. But if you do have someone in your party that does have an allergy, just scroll all the way to the bottom, and it will show you the different allergy-friendly items. And so you have to read in the description what the allergy-friendly item is for, because see, in the onion rings, those ones are only specific for the shellfish and another allergy, but not necessarily gluten-free. So just make sure you're reading carefully of what the different allergies they're able to adjust these for. But super helpful, especially if you're planning for someone with an allergy, because you always want to make sure they have a good option. Like I said, Disney's really, really great at that. And so if you want to make a reservation, say I really like this. Okay, so we have a party size of 6. And so I'm just going to scroll over to October. Oh, no, let's go back to September. And I can search by lunch and just see if they have any open reservations. So I'm going to scroll down. They don't. Make sure you get your reservations ahead of time, because I actually did this multiple times while I was scrolling through this and found very little reservations available. So you're able to do that 60 days in advance. So make sure if you have a place you really, really want to go to, make sure you get your reservations. But that doesn't necessarily mean you won't get a reservation, but you'll want to make sure to get it ahead of time. You can join walk-up lists, it's just not a guarantee. So as you can see, I did not have any success here. This is one of my favorite places, so I was trying. Even if I went down to 4, I could not find a reservation. But if there was a reservation available, it would be underneath there. I would click on it and then just confirm it. So it is pretty easy. You just want to make sure you find a time that is available. So let's go back out here since we're not having success with that. Let's go to another place. Let's go to Epcot. That is some of my favorite foods. Say you want a certain cuisine, a different dining experience. You can click on any of these and it will help filter that so it's not so overwhelming, especially in Epcot. So let's look specifically at mobile ordering. And so you can just do, I just want something super quick. You can look at the different map here and click on it. And if you say you don't want that, you just want reservations, you can hit reset and then go to reservations. So let's go to Japan. And this is also one of my other favorite ones. Let's see if we can get a reservation here. So let's do a party of 4. Again, you're going to click on the date. You can search by time. And again, this one is completely sold out as well. I don't think I tried as long on this one. But this is how you can make a reservation on the app. You can make it on the website as well. So don't feel like you have to do it on the app. But it's a good option on the go. So let's just look at all the dining options in Epcot. Again, you see all the different symbols. Some of them do have wait time, some of them don't. You can join walk-up lists if it's still available. but you can look at the different menus and get directions if you're in the park. So this is a helpful option. And they have all the quick stands, like the quick snacky places like I just showed too. Alright, so let's look at entertainment. So I just went back up to that same arrow, clicked entertainment, and I can check all the show times. So this is in the Canada Pavilion. There's the different show times that I am able to go, the accessibility, what are the different options we have, and again, you can get directions, find it on the map. And so let's go over here, and again, same thing, you can click on it and it'll show you the times that is available and a little bit about the shows. You can check ahead of time. This one actually had all of the different performances for the next few months. I even saw who was going to be there while we're going to be there, and we filmed this ways in advance, so make sure you're checking that and see who's going to be there. Alright, and so this is also a great option in all the different parks, so make sure you're checking that out. Alright, also, you can check restrooms, which is great, especially if, you know, you really got to go. You need to know which one's the closest. So you can look up directions. So say I'm at Mission Space and I really got to go to the bathroom. All I need to do is look it up, hit that, and it'll show me how to get to that bathroom. You can see walking directions again. Super helpful as well. Alright, let's go to the next one. Events and tours. You can look around, see what the different events are, the different tours. So this is a capture your moment in Epcot. And so you can check availability and see the different options on there. And so let's go to a different park. So again, hit reset, go to Animal Kingdom. And so you can click on Photo Pass. Let's go to the next one and see what the different photo passes are. So that is where you can go and people can take your picture. And you can actually have them upload your pictures onto your app if you have the different packages. And another really great option if you want some photos taken by the people there. Guest services. So that is the next one on our drop-down menu. Really great. Here's some different coin presses. Again, you can just click on the different things on the map if you want to look at the different options in there. And then also we can show it in the list and you can see the different baby care centers. So those are all the different baby care centers in Disney World. There's also different places to rent scooters, the disability access services, the different ones that they have available, where to go talk to people about those. And Disney, again, is really good at making sure to take care of their customers and whoever is in their parks. There's hand sanitizer locations, there are picture spots, portable chargers, rider switch, which is really great if you have young children and want to go, and you both want to go on a ride. You can see the different rides that those are available on, and so you can just click on that and it'll tell you which ride it is. And so you can always talk to the cast members too to make sure you're going in the right line and things like that. So you can see that under this area as well. And so here are all the different services for different individuals, and special effects, which is just telling you which different shows, you know, might have strobe lights, things like that. So great category there. Shops, you can hit on shops, see where the different things you can go buy things, which is always fun. And also the times that different like pop-ups are open, because sometimes they're not as open as long as the park, sometimes they are. It's always good to check the times. Alright, let's go to resort hotels. So you can also check resort hotels. I'm actually going to go to the list here on the top right and say, you know what, I don't know exactly how to get back to my hotel. I can always hit directions too. So let's hit directions. I'm in Animal Kingdom. And how do I get back to my hotel? So I'm just going to type in Animal Kingdom. And you even can get really specific about where you are in Animal Kingdom. Oh, let's go to the lodge. That would be great. And then, again, you have the typed out ones if that is more helpful, or you have the map and tell you which bus to get on and where to find those buses. because there's lots of buses. Make sure you use them. They're free. They're easy. Sometimes you just need to make sure you're on the right one. All right, and the last one is transportation. Again, if you want to make sure you find where the buses are, usually they have that pretty clearly labeled, but, you know, just in case, you can always find it on your map, find directions, you know, make sure if you're by something, you can type that in, and then you can find your way to the bus stop or to parking if you have your car there. You can find the parking lot. All right. So, and they have different transportation types. So whenever you go to the filter, you can always scroll down and see different things you can filter. Let's go to the next one, which is the little plus button in the middle. You can also do dining here as well. And so this one is kind of a broader search. So I'm putting in our party size. We have 6 people going with us. We're actually going in November, but again, it's not 60 days out. So we're going to search by lunch, and these are all the different places that have available reservations for the number of people in my party. I'd probably suggest searching this way instead of going specifically to the different restaurants, unless you really, really have a restaurant you need to go to. You can go that way as well. So, again, it wouldn't let me do this unless I signed into my account, so I couldn't go all the way through. But that is one way you can make a reservation. Let's go back to that plus, and you can order food, mobile order food on here as well. So you can see all the different places, all the different available windows. So you can see this is all Magic Kingdom. If I keep scrolling, I'm going to find Epcot. And you can just see all the different places you can mobile order, so you don't have to know specifically which one if you want to scroll. So there is the shop. Different shopping ones. You can buy your tickets on here if you want to. You can make park reservations. Lots of different options on that plus button. All the same information as the map one though. So say you want something specific. Let's go to the search bar, which is the 4th tab over. I really want to go on Rise of Resistance. Okay, great. I'm going to search it. And I'm going to look at it. Okay, great. I know, okay, it looks like less people are there in the afternoon. And it gives you all that information. So instead of having to go to the map and find it because I don't necessarily know where it is, I can just search it and then find it on the map because it'll show me where it is. Again, so let's say, hey, I really want to eat in this one spot. Let's go to, maybe Sci-Fi? Yeah, let's go to Sci-Fi Diner. Again, one of my favorites. And then I can click on there and find the menu that way. So if you have something specific in mind, you can always search it on that search tab. All right, and the last one is the very last tab there with the 3 bars. This is kind of your like home account. And so there is a Genie Plus. This is the free version. You don't have to pay for this. It'll kind of tell you the different times, if there's lightning lanes, things like that. And if you go to the My Day, it can actually load in the times that you're going to be there. I haven't bought my tickets yet, so it's not in there quite yet. But it is nice. That is a free part of the Genie Plus. You can pay for Genie Plus. I don't believe we're going to do that this round. If we do, we'll make a separate video for that. But here's some just different tips and different, times you can go. That is the best for your time. So here's just some different things you can explore. I'm not going to explore all of these. Again, some of them require you to sign into your account. But I really want to go to future plans here. So this is really where everything's going to go. So this has all of my resort stays. It tells me which days I'm going to the different resorts. So I'm going to click on Saratoga because that's where we're staying. And it gives me all the information about our resort. So that's my reservation. And before, when I clicked on resort hotels, I'll show that in a little bit. All I had to do was put in my reservation number and it brought it up and uploaded it onto my phone. Super easy. And these are all the different things you can do. We'll have a separate video to talk about how to open up your door with your mobile app. You can also look at all the dining here and look at the menus and look at where they are in relation to where your room is. You can look at the times. So really helpful. Also, when you make your park reservations, it'll show up here. And so you can see we're going to Epcot that first day. It tells me the times that I can go. We also have the early entrance, so I'm not sure if that'll show up because we'll be staying at one of the resorts. And so it tells you all the different things. And say you're interested in an activity. Remember it said go add to my calendar. It'll add it there, which is super great. You can also filter it. So if you want to look at a specific day only, you can also filter it that way, but not necessary. There's also my orders. So say you made a mobile order, you can go in there and just look at the status of it. So resort hotels. So this is where I went in and I put in my reservation number. I think it was the last name. And I just did confirm, and then it brought everything up. I didn't have to do anything else, and now it's on there. Super helpful. Also, if, say, you're going to do the online check-in, you can also have a map of your resort. I love the map resorts. It's just nice to see where everything is, see where the different bus stops are, see where the food is. So you have that on the app here too. So I believe we're going to be staying in Congress Park, so I want to kind of look around, see where the different areas are. There's kind of the main house. And so just another really great option. This is the unlock the door, your magic band, so everything for your resort will be on there. So make sure you get your reservation number in there ASAP. Also, you can check your park hours and information. Want to make sure you're there right on time. I'm the type of person, I like to go all day. I like to get there from start to close, so you don't have to be, but that's how I like to go. Also, if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see which rides are closed for refurbishment. And so want to make sure, you know, you don't get to Pirates of the Caribbean and it's closed and you're really sad. You want to make sure you check which rides are closed, because sometimes they are. There's also a bunch of the Shop Disney things. This is how you upload your magic bands. And so, again, we'll have a separate video for that, but just kind of wanted to show what it was. I'm going to click on mine, and it shows it on the app, too, how to upload it. You can also have your camera, so say you have a physical ticket, you can take a picture of the barcode and it will upload your ticket to your app, and so you have it on there. And also there's this chat with us. Disney's really great at chatting you through things, helping you through. So if at any point you're really confused, go to that 3 bars, go to chat with us. You can also always call. And here we're scrolling down. You can go to my account. Here's all the different things. I can set up which credit card I want to have linked to this, if I do want a credit card linked to it or not. Your magic bands, your account settings. I'm actually going to family and friends list right now. So, you know, we have a big family that is all across the country and we're all going together. And so we actually did a planning group. So I actually found it easier on the website. So I'm going to the website right now, and it has all the information that's on the app too. They're both linked to the same account. So I'm going to go to my family and friends, and then I have it hooked to everyone that I'm going with. And so everyone can see when I have different reservations, and when we make dining reservations, it'll all add it to my future plans on their app too, just as long as they're logged in. And so you can upload people. So you can say add guest here with that little plus button down at the bottom. And you can add someone. You can just say hook it to my reservation. And it will upload everyone that's on your reservation. You can send them an invite via email. I'm not going to lie, this was a kind of a confusing process for me and my family. But we called Disney and they walked us through it, and it was very helpful. And so this is, again, if you want to go through reservations. And so that was super just helpful, so that everyone was on the same page for planning. All right, let's go look at some of the other things. Again, if I click on guest services on that page, it'll take me back to the map and take me back to guest services, where it's going to show me on the map. Just another way to get there. Cast compliment. We all know that Disney, really, it's a magical experience because of the cast members. So make sure you're really shouting out those people that made your experience magical, because they work really hard to make sure everyone's having a really great time. So make sure we're thanking those and treating them just with kindness, and also, you know, giving them praise where praise is due. All right, there's also this car locator. Haven't seen this before, but if you need help finding your car, apparently it can help you. So that's cool. Also, with all of these things, especially with opening your room and things like that, make sure you have your Bluetooth on your phone, because that's how all of these different apps work. And you can have it just to where your Bluetooth is, you know, on while you're using the app. This is just the help one. You can have the frequently asked questions. I believe you can find a phone number there to call, and someone's there to help you and walk you through it. Never be afraid to do that. They are always there to help, and super, super helpful. And so that's pretty much so the app. This page really was a helpful page, just kind of a catch-all of everything. I hope that this was helpful. I know it's a lot of information. There's a lot of different tabs that have the exact same information. So when all else fails, go back to the map one and kind of fumble your way through it. You can't hurt the app. And if you really, really need help, there are people there to help. So leave us any questions or comments. We're here to help with that. And we'll be adding some more just planning videos for Disney World in case you need help with your planning. And so I hope that this was helpful, and we'll see you next time.